All right, you guys, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad. This hour we're going to be working on our reading and pronunciation. We're going to be finishing up a story that we were reading the other day. We got through a bit of it, but not all. And it's actually, you know what? It's sort of a short story. Let's go ahead and move on to another one. That'll be okay. So let's do this one here. Okay, so this is going to be our story for our first story for this hour. Put it in the Verbling chat box as well as the Google chat box. And very good. Let's see who we have in class so far. Hi there, Mark. How are you?
Hi there.
Hi. How you doing today?
Yeah, I am. Thank you.
Good. Good. Magdalena. Hi. How are you?
Hello, nice to meet you.
Good to
I'm
meet
fine,
you as well.
thanks.
Good. Magdalena, where are you from?
I'm from Poland.
From Poland. Okay. Good. Good.
Yes, it's in Europe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. Heidi. Hi there. How are you?
Hello, nice to see you again.
Hi there. Welcome back to class.
Thank you.
Hi, Elle. Welcome. Good to see you again.
Thanks.
Okay. And Amparo, welcome to class. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Thank you. I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Good. And Monica. Hi there, Monica. Welcome to class.
Hi, thank you.
All right. Okay, you guys. Let's go ahead and get rolling. Okay. All right. Can you guys hear me there in class?
Yes.
Yes, now.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on. My computer is freezing. So I just. All right. Hear me okay? Nope.
It's a little choppy, but
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a little choppy. Okay. All right. Let's see. It's still freaking out on me. Okay. Okay, let's see if we got other people here in class. Okay, Ahmed, hi, how are you?
Hello, how are you? Nice to see you again.
Good to see you again as well. Nice to have you here. Hi, David. Welcome to class. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. David, where are you from?
I'm from Peru.
From Peru? Okay, very good. Very good. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
And Radek, where are you from?
I'm from Czech Republic.
From the Czech Republic. Okay, awesome. Awesome. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get rolling. We're going to start off with Radek. And Radek, let's have you read from here at the beginning, 5 months. Okay. And read down to here where it says plopping overboard, please.
Okay. 5 months since I left land where the people were. 5 months at sea where water is, where nothing but water is, where no people are. And the wind and the storms that come rushing in from nowhere and rattle my windows and coat them with water, and sometimes a seagull, and sometimes the net whizzing off the deck and plopping overboard.
Okay, very good. Now this last word is pronounced overboard. The stress is on over instead of board. Okay, so this is going to be and plopping overboard. Try that.
And plopping overboard.
Okay, all right, pretty good. Let's go to the word rattle. Right here, instead of radle, it's an ah sound, short A. And rattle my windows.
And to rattle my windows.
Good, good. One more time. And rattle my windows.
And rattle my windows.
All right, very nice. Next up is the word the. Okay, so let's use a good th sound here. Make sure that your tongue is between your teeth. Okay, the wind and the storms.
The wind and the storms.
Okay, let's try a good W here. Instead of vind, it's ooh, the ooh, wind, the wind.
The wind.
Okay,
The wind.
all right, okay, let's try it again. Good THs. The wind and the storms.
The wind and the storms.
Okay, all right, so with those THs, you're still pronouncing a little bit of a D sound. You're saying duh, the wind, and duh. So you're saying a D instead of a TH. When you pronounce that TH, your tongue needs to be between your teeth. The instead of duh. If you don't see your tongue, you're saying the word wrong. So it's the wind and the storms. Okay, try it one more time.
The wind and the storms.
Okay, that's much better. Good. Okay, let's go to our last word, and it is the word months. So here, instead of saying moans, with an O sound, this word is pronounced like this, months. So we don't need to pronounce the TH, and that the U is more of an sound, months.
Months.
Okay, good. All right, thank you, Radek. Thank you.
Thank you.
Monica, let's have you continue reading from and then fish slapping, and read down to take me with you, please.
And then the fish slapping the hood with wet tails and mouths gulping. But never a voice, never a voice, never a voice that says, "Good afternoon, Mr. Goucher's office. How may I direct your call?" And never a voice that says, "Simon, Simon, Simon, get in here right this minute." And never a voice that says, "But you promised, Simon, you promised you would take me with you."
Okay, very good. Let's go to this word here. Let's get that T to jump out. You promised. You promised. Try that.
You promised.
Good. You promised you would take me with you. Try that.
You promised you would take me with you.
Okay, good. Let's try the word never, ending on a good R. Okay, so instead of saying never a voice, never, and never a voice.
And never a voice.
Good job. Okay, let's go to the word says. Instead of say, says. Okay, instead of a long A sound, okay, this word is going to be a short E, so it sounds like that. Says.
Says.
Good, good. So we're going to say, never a voice that says Simon, Simon.
And never a voice that says Simon, Simon.
There you go. Much better. Next one here is gulping. Instead of gulping with an ah, it's ul. So close your mouth just a little bit more. Okay, so this is gulping.
Gulping.
Good. One more time. Gulping.
Gulping.
Okay, good. And let's practice these two together. This is fish slapping. Instead of fish slapping, okay, combine those sounds just a little bit more. Fish slapping.
Fish slapping.
Good. So, and then the fish slapping the wood with wet tails, mouths gulping.
And then the fish slapping the wood with wet tails, mouth gulping.
Good. Much better. Awesome job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Mark. Please continue from the new coat down to there was no one to entertain, please.
Okay. The new coat of paint was drying. I checked my navigations. I reeled in a net full of flopping sardines and laid them out on the deck to dry. I refilled the water purifier with seawater and watched the horizon for land that, when I found it, I would steer clear of, and boats I planned to avoid. My chores were finished. There was no one to entertain.
Okay, very good. Yeah, so this word here is chores. My chores were finished.
Okay, chores. My chores were finished.
Okay, very good. Nice job with entertained. Okay, good. Let's go to the word refilled. Okay, give me a good L sound here at the end. I refilled the water purifier.
I refilled the water purifier.
One more time. I refilled the water purifier.
I refilled the water purifier.
Okay, good. We're going to work on sardines as well as reeled and full of. Okay. Okay, so this word here, it's sardines. The stress is on the end. Okay, so I reeled in a net full of flopping sardines.
I reeled in a net full of flopping sardines.
Good, good. All right, much better, much better. Okay, everything else was really good. Okay, nice connections between your words. Very good job.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Magdalena.
Okay.
Okay, Magdalena, please continue from no one to ask. Finish the paragraph and read down to here where it says jigsaw pieces, please.
No one to ask me any favors, no one to issue a complaint. No, I was alone, with nothing urgent to do. The afternoon, the evening, the night, all were mine, just me on my boat, with my silence and my time. Yes, this was why I left the land. This was why I left the people. I already separated the new sky blue jigsaw pieces from the sea blue jigsaw pieces.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word separated. So our stress is here at the very beginning. Instead of separated, it's separated. Try that.
Separated.
Good. All right. Now we're going to say I'd already separated the sky blue jigsaw pieces.
I'd already separated the sky blue jigsaw pieces.
Okay. Now a couple of things here. When you're pronouncing your D sounds in English, your tongue is touching the back of your teeth. Okay? Which might cause some problems because when we hear that, sometimes it sounds like a TH sound. So when you're saying separated, okay, your tongue cannot touch your teeth. Okay? So because right now you're saying separated. In your tongue, it's a softer D. Did. Okay? So pull your tongue off the back of your teeth. So it sounds like this. It's a hard D sound. Did.
Did.
Okay? There you go. Separated.
Separated.
There you go. That's better. That's better. The other thing here, saw, instead of saying sow, okay, the AW is only pronounced ah. Ah, okay? So this is going to be, I'd already separated the sky blue jigsaw pieces.
I'd already separated the sky blue jigsaw pieces.
Okay, much better, much better. All right, and the only other part, you did read really well. You read very good. Okay, very well, rather. Get this J sound to come out, right? So this is urge, urgent.
Urgent. Urgent.
Yeah, urgent. So with nothing urgent to do.
With nothing urgent to do.
Good, good. Very nice job. Yeah, everything else was great, Magdalena. Nice job.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next up is Heidi.
Yes.
All right, Heidi, please read from "and there was" finish here and read down to "and then the next," please.
Mhm. And there was a smaller pile of more multicolored jigsaw pieces that would make up the sailboat. My three neat piles of jigsaw pieces, the labor of the month, 5 months of careful work, all to get to this moment. The moment I could begin fitting them all together, my puzzle. I chose the first piece with delicious deliberation, my fingers lingering over first this pile and then the next.
Okay, very good. Let's go to lingering here. Okay, give me a good L. My fingers lingering over the first.
My fingers lingering over first.
Okay, one more time. That was really good. My fingers lingering over first.
My fingers lingering over first.
All right, there you go. Our next one here is get to this moment. So here, your THs are usually pretty good, but in this series, you switch the TH to a D sound, saying get to this moment. So give me a good TH. All to get to this moment.
All to get to this moment.
Okay, very nice. Next one here is motley. So let's see here. Whoops. Where's that? Okay. A smaller pile of more motley colored jigsaw pieces. So this is motley.
Motley. Smaller pile of more motley colored jigsaw pieces.
Okay, good. Yeah, so colored. Give me a little bit more of an sound here instead of colored. Colored. Okay, motley colored jigsaw pieces.
Motley colored jigsaw pieces.
Good. All right, nice job. Nice job, Heidi. Thank you.
Thank
you. Okay. All right. Next up is L.
Okay.
Okay, L, please continue from I touched the edge.
Touched.
Finish here. Let's see, and read down to here where it says ended up on my boat. Hold on one second. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, that works. That's about 4. Okay, ended up on my boat, please.
My boat. Okay. I touched the edge of this piece, and then the edge of that one. I closed my eyes and sighed, letting my excitement bubble over. But slowly, as I considered the pieces, I became aware of a quiet ringing, a ringing that gradually grew louder, and even though I hadn't heard such a sound of 5 months. Can you move up a little bit, please? I couldn't see. Yeah. Okay, thanks. I recognized it immediately. How on earth had a phone ended up on my boat?
Okay, very good. 1 second. Okay. All right, let's go to this series here. Okay, so we're working on the S sounds. Okay, we have a CH, the V, and then adding the S here at the end. Okay, so this is a very complicated series for you. Okay, so this is heard such a sound for 5 months.
Heard such a sound for 5 months.
Okay, so this is such a.
Such a.
Good. Heard such a sound for 5 months. Try that again.
Heard such a sound for 5 months.
Very good. One last time. Heard such a sound for 5 months.
Heard such a sound for 5 months.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So focus on the CH CH and the D's. Yeah, you're able to pronounce them sometimes, but not all of the time. Okay, so when we go through it slowly, it comes out sounding. You pronounce them very well. Okay, but when you're kind of going through it for the very last time, you lose it again.
Yeah.
Okay, so consistency is what you're looking for. Let's go to aware of a quiet ringing. So here you added an S on the end of aware, saying awares of. Okay, so let's try that. Aware of a quiet ringing.
Aware of a quiet ringing.
Okay, now connect quiet instead of quiet. Okay, it's quiet. Quiet.
Quiet.
There you go. Good. Good. This word here, instead of consider, it's considered. Considered the pieces.
Considered the pieces.
Good. Yeah. So one more time. As I considered the pieces.
Considered the pieces.
Okay. Very good. And last one is up here with the CH sound. I touched the edge.
I touched. I touched.
Okay.
I touched.
Give me that CH there. You're saying a little bit of an SH, saying touched. Okay, so it's ch. I touched. I touched.
I touched.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're getting closer. So let's try the sentence here. So I touched the edge of this piece.
I touched the edges of this piece.
Okay, just edge, not edges. One more time. I touched the edge of this piece.
I touched the edges of this piece.
Okay, so here you're saying edges. There's no S there. The edge of this piece. One more time.
The edge of this piece.
Okay. All right. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. On my boat. Okay, good. Let's go to David.
Sure.
All right, David, please continue from and why. Let's see here. Go ahead and read down to how may I direct your call, please.
And why, having remained silent for 5 months, what is it now ringing? Determined to find the phone and toss it overboard, I followed the sound down the hatch and into the cabin below. But no sooner had I descended when the ringing stopped. That's when I heard Mr. Ellery, his nasal voice impossible to mistake. Good afternoon, Mr. Washer's office. How may I direct your call?
Okay, nice job. Nice job. Let's take a look at only 2 words here. Okay, this word here is overboard. So the stress is at the beginning instead of at the end. Okay, and tossed it overboard.
And toss it overboard.
Okay, good, good. And the only other one here is the V right before months. Months sounded great. Okay, your vowel on 5 was just fine, but we need to hit that V right before you get to the M.
5.
Okay, so it's 5 months.
5 months.
Good. Okay, so having remained silent for 5 months.
Having remained silent for 5 months.
There you go. That's awesome. Good. All right. Nice job. Very good pronunciation. Excellent.
Just a question.
Yeah.
In the case of months, you have the TH and the S. I believe you dropped the TH sound and just pronounced the S.
That's right.
Am I correct?
Yeah. If you look in I put a note here in the chat box a little earlier.
Oh.
Yeah. So months equals MUNS. Months.
Right. But if it's singular, it would be month.
Month. Exactly. When it is singular, you do have to pronounce the TH. When it's plural, you do not.
Okay. And also one more thing before I let you go. Also the verb ask in past tense. So you say asked, no asked.
Asked. Yeah, you drop the K.
And you don't say asked, right?
No, you don't say asked. It takes too long.
Right.
So we say asked.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. Okay. Good. Let's go to Anna Cristina. Hi. Hi, how are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Let's have you continue from and just as suddenly. Okay, here. And please read down to here where it says in a cold sweat, please.
And just as suddenly there was silence. My cabin was empty. All right, Alarin. I heard myself shout, speaking for the first time in 5 months. Where are you hiding, you rat? But the next noise came not from Ellery, but from somewhere else, someone shouting from the deck. Simon, 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 getting here right this minute, in a cold sweat.
Okay, very good. Let's go to this word here. Instead of cold, close your mouth just a little bit. Okay, it's old, cold, in a cold sweat.
In a cold sweat.
There you go, that's better. Okay, let's go to the word minute. Give me a short I sound instead of saying me, neat. It's mi, minute, minute.
Minute, minute.
Okay, good. So it's going to be get in here right this minute.
Get in here right this minute.
Okay, very good. Next up is the word, let's see here. Okay, right here. Speaking. So here you said speaking. Okay, so take off the sound. This is going to be speaking.
Speaking.
Good. Speaking for the first time in 5 months.
Speaking for the first time in 5 months.
Okay, very good. Our next word here is shout instead of shoot. Okay, this is an ow sound. Shout. I heard myself shout.
I heard myself shout.
Okay, give me an SH there. Instead of chout, it's shout. I heard myself shout.
I heard myself shout.
Okay, good. And last one is the word sudden, suddenly. Okay, so with that D, your tongue needs to hit the top of your mouth. Okay, sudden, suddenly.
Suddenly.
Okay, good. So, and just as suddenly.
And just as suddenly.
Okay, now pronounce that T. Cut that T off and put it on the word as. Just as, just as, just as suddenly.
And just as suddenly.
Good. Now hit that D. Okay, it's becoming a little weak. Treat that D sort of like an R sound, like when you say Maria. Okay, sudden, suddenly, Marie. Okay, it has the same feeling, so you need to hit the top of your mouth. Okay, just as suddenly.
Just as suddenly.
Okay, all right. Give me that T again. You lost the T. Don't forget the endings of your words. So just as suddenly.
Just as suddenly.
Good, good. All right, nice job. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
No problem. Okay, let's go to Amparo.
Yep.
All right, please continue from I rushed. And please read down to here, inches from my ear, please.
I rushed up the stairs and out onto the deck, but Mr. Cocker was nowhere to be seen. I spun around and overturned my bucket of water, knocked several of the sardines into the sea, even confusing my piles of gesso pieces. I almost fell overboard, but then suddenly froze, terrorized by the sound of my beloved's voice, just inches from my ear.
Okay, very good. Okay. All right, now, this word here, there's a debate. You can say beloved from my beloved's voice or from my beloved's. Okay, pronouncing using the ed ending rule. Okay. I think I really switch back and forth. I've heard people say, beloved, this is my beloved, okay, or beloved, okay. So it really doesn't matter. But just so that you know, that's how we say it. So let's go through that and hit a good L to a V and then into the D, okay. And let's try using the first one where it's beloveds, okay. So the sound of my beloved's voice.
The sound of my beloved voice.
Beloveds. The sound of my beloved's voice.
The sound of my beloved's voice.
Okay. All right. Give me a good V on voice. One last time. Voice.
Okay. The sound of my beloved's voice.
There you go. Good. This word here is terrorized. Our stress is at the very beginning. Terrorized.
Terrorized.
One more time. Put the stress at the beginning instead of terrorized. Da-da-dum. Terrorized.
Terrorized.
Good, good. Nice job. Right here, instead of jigsaw, okay, jig. Short I, jigsaw. And use an ah there at the end. Okay, so my piles of jigsaw pieces.
My piles of jigsaw pieces.
Jigsaw. Get that G in there. My piles of jigsaw pieces.
My piles of jigsaw pieces.
Okay, good. Next up is bucket. Instead of bucket, okay, bucket. My bucket of water.
My bucket of water.
One more time. Close the mouth just a little bit so you're not as close to saying ah. Okay, so that's a loose mouth. Okay, so my bucket of water.
My bucket of water.
There you go. Good. Good. And last one here is I rushed up the stairs. Okay, so this combination, you had added some extra sounds in there. So I rushed up the stairs.
I rushed up the stairs.
Good. All right, that was nice. That was nice. Okay, thank you, Amparo. Thank you. All right, let's finish up this story. Let's go to Radek. Let's have you read from but you promised down to the end on horizon, please.
Okay. But you promised, Simon. You promised you would take me with you. You promised that you would. Alberta, I shuddered. Alberta, my love, I'm sorry. But when I turned to see her, there was nothing but the wind. A seagull, and what looked like a thunderstorm forming on the horizon.
Okay. All right, let's go to thunderstorm. Give me a good TH here. Thunderstorm. Instead of thunder, thunderstorm.
Thunderstorm.
Good. All right, let's use a good the as well. Okay, so a thunderstorm forming on the horizon. Try that.
A thunderstorm forming on the horizon.
Okay, so pronounce that F. So it's forming instead of orming, forming.
Forming.
Okay, very good. Good. Let's go to this word here. Instead of wind, it's wind. Wind. Good. Was nothing but the wind.
Was nothing but the wind.
Okay, good. Let's go to the word shouted with an ow sound. Okay, shouted. I shouted.
I shouted.
Okay.
Shouted.
Good, good. And your last one here is the word would. Instead of saying would with an oo all the way through, you do start off with an oo, but then you need to open your mouth. Would.
Would.
There you go. That's awesome. Okay, let's try it in a sentence. You promised you would take me with you.
You promised you would take me with you.
There you go. Good. All right, nice job, Radek. Thank you.
Thank you, tutor.
Okay, let's go to our next story. Okay. It's the link. And this one here as well. Okay. All right, let's go to Monica.
Yes.
All right, let's have you start off. Please read from Marcus Tilted and read down to From the Sun's Rays, please.
Marcus tilted the telescope towards the sky. He was excited to watch the sun. He remembered that it is dangerous to look at the sun with the naked eye because it can damage unprotected eyes. So he placed a special glass filter on the front end of the telescope that would protect his eyes from the sun's rays.
Okay, much better this time, much better. Let's go to the word eyes right here instead of highs. Okay, so this is going to be protect his eyes from the sun's rays. So take off the H sound on eyes.
Protect his eyes from the sun rays.
Okay, all right, very good, much better with eyes. And the only other word here was dangerous instead of dangerous. It's dangerous.
Dangerous.
Okay, good. It is dangerous to look at the sun.
It is dangerous to look at the sun.
Okay, watch that R instead of dangerous. Dangerous. Give me a good R sound there. It is dangerous to look at the sun.
It is dangerous to look at the sun.
All right, good job. Good job. Thank you. Okay, next up is Mark. Okay, Mark, please continue from then he carefully down to miss it for the world, please.
Okay. Then he carefully looked through the eyepiece, and adjusted the eyes from and adjusted the focus so that the sun was smack in the middle of the lens. The first solar eclipse in years was about to darken the skies of Bloomfield in the middle of a sunny Saturday afternoon, and Marcus wasn't going to miss it for the world.
Okay, very good. Let's go to going. So here you're scooping a little bit too much on the go. You're saying gowing. So because you're opening up, you're going to an ah first. You're saying gow. Okay, instead of gowing, it's oh. Go straight to the o. Oh, going.
Going.
So Marcus wasn't going to miss it.
Marcus wasn't going to miss it.
Go.
Go.
Hold on one second. So it's go. Okay, so what you're doing, you're pushing a little bit too far down into the bottom of your teeth. Okay, so if you're taking your tongue, if your teeth are like this, you're taking your tongue and you're pushing it into this bottom section instead of letting it kind of loose. So when we say go, okay, bring your tongue back a little bit. You don't want to press it here. So when you're saying going, and you're really kind of creating an extra like a stretched out vowel sound here in the front of your mouth. So see if you can pull your tongue back just a little bit instead of forcing it against the back of your bottom teeth. Okay, so it's go.
Go.
Yeah, push the sound a little bit further in the back of your mouth. Go, going.
Going.
There you go. One more time. Force it just a little bit further back. Go, going.
Going.
Okay, almost so. Go. Yeah, so Yeah, the sound is still coming further forward, and I think it's the same thing that you do with do. It's you push that sound and you're kind of pushing your mouth out, and I think it's part of the Portuguese in you with sounds that your lips come forward a lot, like with the Brasil. So that oh, that sound brings your mouth and everything kind of forward in your mouth. So yeah, because it doesn't sound bad. The intonation is just off a little bit. It sounds a little bit more
Okay.
British. It sounds like it's like
Yeah.
you're speaking American English until you get to go, and it's like going, and I was like, whoa, that's
Yeah.
British, right? It just jumps out
Yeah.
of nowhere. Okay.
Amazing.
So I mean, again, it's understandable. It's just the intonation is just a little bit different with the word going.
But when
Right?
I started with British English. Maybe I have some.
You could be following some of those rules still, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's see here. And now he had one, okay, which is okay, that. Instead of so that. Now you hadn't said a bad th for a long time, so this is really good. Okay, so the focus, so that the sun. So give me good ths. So that the sun was smack in the middle.
So that the sun was smack in the middle.
Good. One more time. So that the sun was smack in the middle.
So that the sun was smack in the middle.
Okay. All right. And let's connect these together. Instead of was a smack, was a smack, was smack.
Mm-hmm. Was smack.
Good. Now you want to minimize the word was just a little bit more. Instead of saying was smack.
Was smack.
There you go. Good. Good. All right. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's go to Magdalena.
Okay.
Okay. Please read from heed firmly down to out in the park, please.
It firmly planted the telescope tripled in the earth, a few yards from the edge of the baseball diamond, not far from where his high school junior varsity team was warming up for a game. Technically he was in the outfield, but the grass became wet and mushy further out in the park.
Okay, very good. Let's go to this word here instead of further. Okay, it's fur. That UR is going to be an ER sound. Further out in the park.
Further.
Now give me a good TH. Further out in the park.
Further.
There you go. Okay, so it became wet and mushy further out in the park.
Became wet and mushy further out in the park.
Okay, that's better. Better vowel sound, and closer with that TH. Okay, good.
Okay.
Let's go to the word baseball right here instead of baseball. Okay, the S sound is not voiced; it's an unvoiced S. Baseball.
Baseball.
Okay, good. And the last one here, instead of planted, it's planted. So you're going to move the sound further into your nose. Planted. Good. He'd firmly planted. Now give me a good D instead of planted. Placing your tongue against the back of your teeth, move it off the back. Use your tongue and the top of your mouth. Okay, so he'd firmly planted the telescope tripod.
He'd firmly planted the telescope tripod.
Okay, all right. Same thing with tripod instead of tripod. Tripod. Move that tongue back. Yeah, move the tongue back. He'd firmly planted the telescope tripod.
He'd firmly planted the telescope tripod.
There you go. Good, good. All right, much better. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's go to Heidi.
Yeah.
Okay, Heidi, please read from severe thunderstorms. Finish here. This one, new animals had a sixth sense about nature's. Yeah. Oh, okay. Until about right here. This will be okay. Until about nature's movements, and stop right before the word "and," please.
Okay. Severe thunderstorms had nearly flooded every basement in town that week, but thankfully the sun came out again on the day of the eclipse. A few geese had migrated from the nearby pond and squatted at the edge of the field. They flapped restlessly. Marcus knew animals had a sixth sense about nature's movement.
Okay. All right. Very good. Let's go to flapped restlessly. Focus on those L's. They flapped restlessly.
They flapped restlessly.
Good. Good. One more time. They flapped restlessly.
They flapped restlessly.
Okay. Good. Let's go to the word migrated. The stress is here at the very beginning. Instead of migrated, it's migrated.
Migrated.
Good. A few geese had migrated from a nearby pond.
A few geese had migrated from a nearby pond.
Okay, very nice. And your last one is here. So, in between had nearly, you said had a nearly. Okay, so take off that sound. Okay, and then here this is going to be instead of fluted, it's flooded. Okay, so had nearly flooded every basement.
Had nearly flooded every basement.
Every. Add that E sound on every. Had nearly flooded every basement.
Had nearly flooded every basement.
Okay. All right. Very nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Next up is L.
Okay.
Okay. L, please read from and wondered, and read down to their pitching arms back, right before the word and. Stop on back, please.
Okay. And wonders whether the geese were aware the sun would soon be stamped out from the sky. As the JV player tossed pitches back and forth and practiced sliding into first base, Marcus did his best to ignore them, yet he couldn't help but watch as they torqued their pitching arms back.
Okay, good. This word here is pronounced torqued. Torqued.
Torqued.
Good. As they torqued their pitching arms.
As they torqued their pitching arms.
Okay, now give me a good R there, because right now you're saying talked. Okay, so it's tore. Or.
Told.
Okay, you're almost there. As they torqued.
As they told.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. You're getting there. Okay, we're getting better R sounds every day. Okay. Good. Your endings are sounding much better. You're starting to pronounce more and more of your endings, which is really good. Okay, good. Let's go to the word help. Okay. He couldn't help but watch. So at the end of help, you added a T, saying helped. Okay, it's just the P. Okay, so he couldn't help but watch.
He couldn't help but watched.
Okay, so you added a T sound here on help and a T on watch. Okay, so let's just try this. We're going to say help but watch. End on a P and a CH. Try that.
Help but what?
There you go. That's better. One more time. Help but watch.
Help but what?
Good job. Good. And the last one here is would soon, right here. Okay. The sun would soon be stamped.
The sun would soon be stamped.
Okay, that was much better. Good. Good. All right, nice job, El. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go to, let's see here. Daniel, I believe. I can't see the names. David, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, David, please read from "And Let the Balls Go," and read down to "Thanks to his geometry teacher," please.
All right. From where again? Sorry again.
And let the balls go.
Okay. And let the balls go whizzing forth, then land softly in the cushion of the catcher's mitt. So what if he hadn't made the baseball team? Anyone could swing a bat, but not everyone could stare at the heavens and decipher the movement of the planets. Thanks to his geography teacher.
Okay. All right. Let's go to V. Move instead of movements. Get that vibration in your throat. Move. Movements.
Movement.
Okay. One more time. Move. Movement.
Movement.
Good. So the movement of the planets, or of planets.
The movement of the planets.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Let's go to team. Give me a long E here instead of tem.
Team.
E. Team.
Team.
Good. If he hadn't made the baseball team.
If he hadn't made the baseball team.
Okay, much better. Let's go to last one here. TH on the. And let the balls go whizzing forth.
And let the balls go whizzing forth.
Make sure your tongue slides between your teeth just a little bit. So when you're combining your sounds, okay, this sound we do not pronounce. This sound we do. So focus on the TH instead of the T. Let the balls.
And let the balls go whizzing forth.
There you go. Now you got it. Okay? It's always going to be the second consonant that we pronounce, not the first one, when you're combining. Okay?
Right. Thank you.
When you're speaking, David, you do about 50-50. Sometimes you connect your words, sometimes you don't. Okay? So if you don't do that, so in this situation, if you don't connect, you have to say let the balls, and so you have to enunciate both of them. Okay? But what you were trying to do was mix it, but you were enunciating the incorrect consonant. You enunciated the first one instead of the second one.
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay, good. All right, nice job. Thank you. Okay, let's go to, let's see, Ana Cristina. Okay, please read from Marcus finally, down to power of its usage, please.
Marcus finally felt like he was better at something than everyone else. He wrote back to Thursday's geometry class when Mr. Baker had turned the lesson into an impromptu astronomy lecture. He even brought in an old telescope and was explaining the power of its usage.
Okay. Yeah, usage. Okay, good. Let's go to this word here. The word is brought. Instead of brote, it's brought.
Brought.
Okay, good. Let's go to the word turned. Instead of turned, it's turned.
Turned.
Good. Mr. Baker had turned the lesson.
Mr. Baker had turned the lesson.
Okay, good. And this one here is thought. He thought back.
He thought back.
Okay, one more time. He thought back.
He thought back.
Okay, good. And your last one here is better. Okay, make sure that your tongue is hitting the top of your mouth. Better.
better,
One more time. Better.
better.
Good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Amparo, let's have you finish up here. Please read from eclipses down to in 5th grade, please.
Eclipses are all about parabolas and angles, he explained. Half the class yawned as Mr. Baker went on about the elliptical shape of Earth's orbit, and the penumbra and umbra, concentric circles of dark shadows created by an eclipse, even though they'd had an official astronomy unit in 5th grade.
All right. Nice job with 5th. That came out really nice. Okay, good. Let's go to they'd had an official astronomy unit.
They'd had an official astronomy unit.
One more time. They'd had an official astronomy unit.
They'd had an official astronomy unit.
Okay, good. Okay, let's go to all about parabolas and angles.
All about parabolas and angles.
Good, good. Nice job. Yeah, everything else was good. These ones here, I think it's penumbra. I don't know. That gets into science words.
Penumbra and umbra.
Penumbra, something like that. Yeah, it's science words, and so it's your best guess, but it sounded pretty good.
She got it right though.
Yeah, she did. It was good. It was good. I've never even read about those things ever in my life. They're not interesting to me. I don't get into the stars and whatnot very much. So, excellent. Okay, you guys. Thank you very much for coming into class. It was great having you here. And I will, if someone cancels, I may see you later today or tomorrow. Okay. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye, teacher.